Hello, hello. Hey guys, welcome. Okay, so yeah, a bit of a rough start. Yeah, so I don't really know what's happening. My stream overlay is not capturing the camera for some reason. Hey Ciala, how you doing? Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome. So, yeah, there's a number of things that's not working. So one of them is, okay, yeah. So yeah, my camera for some reason is not being captured in the overlay. I restarted my PC. I reboot my PC. I don't know how the word is, but yeah, I just started the stream like 15 minutes ago. Sorry. Yeah, so let me explain what happened. I just started the stream as always. Okay. And for some reason the camera is not being captured, but it is being captured in OBS. So if I go to OBS and start capturing my camera there, it works. So I don't know, it's just my overlay, and it's not a Unity update because I didn't do anything. Like I updated my overlay in the previous stream. So the previous stream, which was on Wednesday, so 2 days ago, basically that stream is with the latest version of my overlay, which has a couple new things, okay? But it worked perfectly there. So I don't really know what's happening. I will have to open the overlay Unity project and see what the hell is going wrong with the camera. So yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what's happening, and it's really annoying. And also, I'm just right now I'm seeing that the streamer bot, the viewer count is also not working for some reason. So yeah, there's also that. You can see there in the viewer count it says 0. So yeah, there's a number of things that are broken today. So I don't know, it's not a great day for me, not only for this, because I'm also really tired and have to do a lot of things, but it is what it is. I don't know. So I guess this stream it will be with no camera. So yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm really annoyed by this, but I don't know. It is what it is. So yeah, it's audio good. Yeah, it seems like it's good. Okay. So other than that, right now I'm streaming at 1080p on Twitch. So well, on both platforms. So you should be able to change the quality of the streams to 1080p. So let me check. So we have 160p, 360p, 480, 720, and 1080p 60 frames per second. Okay, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good actually. So it's going to be much better for the actual text in general. So I think that you will be able to see much better the text, like the code, and that's just because like I mentioned in the previous stream, I am officially an affiliate in Twitch. Okay, a Twitch affiliate. So that means I get to basically stream at a higher quality. Like, it's not that I couldn't do that before, but if I like if I did stream in 1080p before, that was the only quality available, so that's not pretty good. That's not good for people that doesn't have a good internet connection or whatever. But right now, since I'm an affiliate, you can basically choose different qualities in Twitch. This is only a Twitch issue, so this was only a Twitch issue. So right now, yeah, I am basically streaming at 1080p. Now I would like to try something here, because I honestly, like, I don't really like this text like being that big, so I might change it like maybe a little bit. So instead of 14, let's say, well, no, that's great. I have to go to workspace. Now instead of 18, let's try 17, for example. Let's see how it looks. Where was I? Here. Okay, it's already... Did it change at all? Can't see the difference, honestly. Yeah. Okay, can I change it, like... Can I move this window, like, where, whatever, like... What's this? Okay. So here... 17. 17, that's better. 16, okay. So I think that's, but I'm going to leave it at 17, because I think that's not bad, and it's going to be good also for what's the thing, for visibility. And but yeah, you should be able to just see the code really well. I'm going to, yeah. I think it's much better now. That's really good. Okay. So yeah. Oh, now Stream Elements is sending the live message right now. So that's funny. So okay. So yeah, we don't have a camera. That's really annoying. Honestly, I would like to go into the Unity project, but the thing is, I need OBS to be closed for me to work on the overlay, because whenever I open OBS, it, for some reason, it captures the webcam and has all the priority over the webcam, so I cannot capture it from any other place. Like if I want to capture it in the Unity editor or the project or whatever thing, I cannot do that for some reason. So it's really annoying. So yeah. Okay, in any case, I would like to finish what I was doing in the previous stream. Okay, so I don't know, the stream might not be really long, like, well, none of my streams are long, but this might be a shorter stream than usual, so maybe I will be here for an hour or an hour and something, I don't know, because yeah, things are not going well. and yeah, I would like to use some of the time to fix the things so that in the next stream everything is back to normal. So yeah. Okay, so this is what we have here. Okay, this is the refactoring of all of my classes for the things I have in the game. Okay, for planets, stars, constellations, whatever. All of the things I already explained in the previous stream. Okay, so so yeah, let's go to the scripts. And here, well, all of these scripts that I have open here are not complaining about anything, so that's fine. But what we need to do... Oh, and also, I was thinking about something. Um, so, yeah, so basically, we were talking about something in the previous stream. Okay. So let me just explain this really quick. Okay. Let me just do something like this. Okay. So imagine this is a constellation, okay? Constellation 1. And we said that whenever you start a new game, okay, there's going to be a random seed, okay? And that seed is going to generate the first constellation where you're going to start the game, okay? So that seed, so like the first constellation is going to be determined by the seed. And everything that goes beyond that, so the stars and the planets in each star, okay? So basically, I also said that you could choose, like, you could start a new game with a random seed, but you could also use any seed you like. So for example, you say, oh, I want to use this seed forever and create a new game with the same seed every time. Or I don't know. What that means is that if you use always the same seed, so let's say your seed is, I don't know, 2, 8, 3, 4, whatever, okay? That's the seed. So this seed is going to generate this constellation every time. But if you change the seed and use a different one, okay, another seed with whatever numbers and whatever, the seed is going to create a random constellation, okay? So that's the idea for the seeds. That's like, that's what I would like for the game, so that it feels like in Minecraft, where you can choose, like you can start a new world, whatever, a new random world, or you can go into the settings and say, okay, no, I want, for this world, I want this specific seed. So there's that, okay? And remember that when you start a new game, you're going to start in the one constellation, okay? You're going to be inside one of the stars, okay, that are in the constellation. So for example, let's say you start in this star, and this star is going to have whatever amount of planets, okay, because it's like the solar system, okay? So that's basically our seed, okay? So let's say you are going to start in this planet. Okay, perfect. So whenever you start a new game, you're going to be in this planet, which belongs to this star, and which star belongs to this constellation, okay? So that's the hierarchy of the things in the game. So I feel like I've already explained this like 100 times, but I want it to be really clear. And the thing is, from this constellation, so like, this is not limited, this is not the whole game. The good thing about this game is, for example, you start a new constellation, each constellation has a set number of stars, and each star has a set number of planets, okay? Sorry. So you can go and explore each one of the planets in the stars, and you can also explore all of the other stars in that constellation. So that gives you a lot of things to explore. You can explore like all of the planets on this star, and then all of the planets in this star, and then all of the planets in this, and that's basically a lot of gameplay, right? But then that's not the end. You can go to another constellation. And here's the thing I wanted to talk about, that I was thinking And I'm always trying to simplify stuff, because I feel like I need to start simple in order to validate things and make everything easier for me to work. I have like a lot of ideas and things that I want to add to the game, but the idea is that I should be starting simple first and then start like adding more and more stuff as I progress in the development of the game. Okay, so when I say that you can go to a new constellation, it means that, for example, you start in this constellation and let's say you explore everything here. You can go to a new constellation, okay, from here, and that new constellation is going to have like, it's going to be the same thing again, okay? So you can go to this constellation and you can go to this star and explore all the planets, and then this star, and it's not linear. You can explore however you want, just like in No Man's Sky, okay, where you can go to other star systems, or like, yeah, it's planetary system. So you go to stars and explore planets as you want, as you go. And it's not linear, you can do it in whatever order you want. But like, this is the thing I'm thinking that, like, the way I have it now in the game is that from the initial constellation and from any constellation, you can go to multiple other constellations. So like, not actually go to multiple, but you can choose to go to a number of other constellations. So right now, it's totally random. So for example, when you start in this constellation, you can, from this constellation, there's going to be a set number of other observable constellations. So you can say, okay, there's 3 other constellations, okay? So from here you can go to this one, or you can go to this one, okay? So you can choose to go wherever you want. And what this means in like how I'm designing the generation and the procedural universe is that even though you're using the same seed, every time you start here, you can choose to go to any of the observable constellations, which could be like, it's going to be a random number every time. Like with the same seed, you know that from this constellation you can see 3 other constellations and go there. But like, the generation is going to change drastically, whether you go, like, if you go to this one, it's going to be completely different than if you go to this one first. So wherever you go from here, let's say you play like your whole life, you play here in this constellation, that's it. Like, the generation is going to be that. But as soon as you go to a new constellation, stuff is begins to be generated. So when you go to this constellation, all of the things that belong to this constellation are going to be generated at that moment. It's not that everything in the universe is already generated, like pre-generated. That doesn't exist because it's way too expensive. You cannot, like, I think maybe there's a way to do that, but like, the way I'm doing it is that everything generates as you go, like as it's needed. So if you never go to this constellation, then it will never be generated, and that's it. So but for example, let's say in playthrough number 1, you start here and then go to this constellation first. Then everything that that's generated here is going to be one way. But then in playthrough number 2, you start again with this seed, you start again in this constellation, that's going to be the same, but instead you choose to go there first, to this constellation. Okay, so that means that the things that are generated are going to be different. If you go back, let's say you, from this one, you go back here and then go there, this constellation is going to be completely different. Like the things that are generated there, the planets are not going to be the same as in playthrough number 1. So what I'm saying is the decisions you make and where you go and what you do is going to change in each playthrough, which is not bad. Like I already talked about this, like, I don't know, maybe a month ago, or I don't know, but in some of the previous streams I talked about this. And the thing is, it's not bad to have that, because it's kind of like it gives you the feeling that you have some decision making on how everything generates. So like you can say, oh, but that would mean that the same seed could be played differently, and every time you would get a different result and everything. And so that's interesting, of course, but I think that's not something I want to explore right now, because I have some idea for your problem, but I have zero time to make you a prototype in the following 2 weeks. Oh, so that sounds interesting. So like, are you? So September we talk again. Okay. So yeah, like this problem I'm talking about now could be changed like in whatever moment, because it's something that has to do with the structure of how everything generates, but I can change it like at any point, I think. Like right now, of course, I don't know if I will be able to do the same thing like 5 months from now, but yeah, in any case, I would like to hear your idea. So it's, yeah, I'm interested in that. But like I said, like right now, like what I was thinking before starting the stream is that for now, just to keep it simple, from each constellation you can always go to just one constellation, and the sequence is going to always be the same. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. So when you start at this seed, you're going to be at this constellation first, and then this is going to be constellation 2, and then another one is going to be constellation 3, sorry. So the generation is going to be always the same. Nothing is going to change in that sense. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what I want to do right now, just to, like I said, just to keep it simple for now, and so that I don't have to worry about how everything is going to generate and blah blah blah. So I want to have like the most amount of control I can over the generations. So yeah, that's one way of doing it. So here is exactly the method where I'm creating the observable constellations, you can see. So yeah, instead of doing this, which is like basically just grabbing a random number, I would say, okay, just create a new observable constellation and that's it. Okay, so instead of constellations, I would say constellation. And then this shouldn't be a basic constellation properties, this should be a constellation properties. Okay, so in here it would be just one variable instead of an array. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do. That's basically it. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Now of course I have to fix this. Okay, I don't need a minimum or a maximum, and I also don't need any of this. What I need to do is just observable constellation equals new, and here I need to pass a new seed and a generation context. So generation context is going to be the same as this, okay, as the current constellation, because like all this generation context has is just the seed of the universe. That's it. Now I need a seed, so I think I should generate well, yeah, I think here I should generate a new seed. So yeah, you can see here, new seed, blah blah blah. Here I would use the constellation seed. Okay, and this is going to be observable constellation seed. Okay, that's perfect. And now I just pass this here, and that's it. So this is really good, because when I'm creating constellations, I'm using the constellation seed to create new seeds. Okay, so I'm getting a new uint, random uint value for the seed of the observable constellation here. So that's basically what I'm doing, and that's going to ensure that every time the generation with the same seed is going to be consistent every time. So that's pretty good. Okay, great. So there's a number of other things I need to do, which are universe seeds. Okay, so okay, so I don't know if I need to do that, honestly. Yeah, whatever. Okay, perfect. Great. Now, creating stars, then we're just using the star seed. That's perfect. Now, the Phoenician star field. Here, I don't have a constructor, which I think I should have. Well, I have it here, but like, yeah. I'm trying to think of, like, okay, let me think a bit about this. So, that cursor animation is wonderful. Oh, you're saying this like the yeah, it's the cursor, like the thing where you type. That's really good. I really like it. It's like where did I configure that. I think it's in the settings here in the JSON. No, it's not here. It's in the, yeah, this is workspace, but I have this in the user settings. Yeah, you have this editor, the cursor blinking, and I have it set to expand, which is the cooler one. I think there's a couple other ones, but I don't. Yeah, it's blink. If I save it, you can see it changes. And then what else? Base. Yeah, this one is not bad. It's like gradually changing the alpha. And then what else? Smooth. It's kind of the same thing. And then solid. It doesn't change at all. So yeah, expand is the cooler one, of course. Yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, it's really good. VS Code has some good things to customize the editor. It's really good. I also I kind of made my own color theme. Like this one is not. This one is a one that I downloaded. Like I installed the theme, but you can change like the color of like each thing, like the keywords and the names of variables and stuff like that. VS Code because you also program in TypeScript, JavaScript. No. The thing is that with Unity, Unity uses C#, and it also uses Mono, which is similar to C#, but yeah, nobody uses that. So yeah, before I was using, like years ago, I was using Visual Studio, like the IDE, because this is like VS Code is not an IDE. This is just a text editor with some plugins and extensions. But like the actual IDE from Visual Studio, I was using that before with Unity. But like the thing is, it was so heavy, and it was really slow to open. So every time you wanted to open Visual Studio, it was really slow. And I don't know, there's people that still use it, because right now, like nowadays, it's a lot faster, I think. But at the time when VS Code came out, it was so fast. Like literally, whenever you went here, for example, and just open this script, it opens up really fast. And Visual Studio, like the IDE, was much slower. So yeah, and also there's a lot of things that are really handy for me in here. So for example, whenever I want to open a new script, I just press Ctrl P and type the name of the script. Here you can see there's like a suggestions. I can navigate like that. I can also do Ctrl Tab to navigate between the open tabs. I can also oh yeah, there everything is start to break. I can also do this, which is if you go, for example, like this, and you press Ctrl Alt and start pressing like the directional keys, you can do like multiple line editing, which is really good. You can also do that like by dragging with your middle, like the wheel button. You can press it, like hold it, and you drag, and you can, like that, you can edit like the same, like multiple lines. That's pretty good. Then what else? So yeah, Yeah, I think it's a lot faster. Um, well, you can press Alt in a line and like then up or down, and you can move lines like this, like the order. That's pretty good. And that's not like even the not even like half of the things that this editor has. Like there's people that uses a lot of other features that are pretty good. And of course then you have the extensions that let you like improve a lot of this. So for example, this region marker, like the purple line, like the purple background in this line, that's an extension, for example. So I really like it because I like having a visual separation for the regions. Then another thing that's an extension is this, for example. You can comment and type to do, and you type that and you get it highlighted like that. And it's also for fix me. That's really good. That's an extension too. Yeah, I don't know. There's a number of things that are pretty good with VS Code. So yeah, that's why I ended up using it. I know there's there's a number of other text editors. Like I think there's one called Writer or something like that. Then you have Cursor. That's another one which has AI like integrated. A lot of people uses that. So yeah, Writer. That's right. Sorry for interrupting. No, of course, you don't have to what's the word? So yeah, I'm pretty slow today on my English, but yeah, you don't need to excuse yourself. Cursor is a AI tool around text editor. Yeah. So I know it's pretty popular right now, but I am not really interested in that. I even have like the Copilot thing, but you can see it's disabled because if I enable it, you will see what it does. So for example, I do this and it's going to start like trying to do stuff. I think. Yeah, so I press like I type this and it's already like recommending me comments, or yeah, it's constantly like doing that, and sometimes it's really useful, but not all the time. So yeah. Okay, so observable constellation. I think this is perfect. Now the thing is that yeah, so here, game engine. I'm trying to think about the chain of like things that are generated in the game. So load game data, okay, and this, which is called whenever the game initializes, which is not what it should do, but whatever. Right now, it's fine. Okay, give me one moment. Hey, let's go. You won. Let's go. Congrats. Okay. Yeah, there's too much delay. You know what? I'm going to add that to my thing. So I have bits alert, fix camera, fix viewer count, and try to fix delay. Okay. So, oh yeah, this is already done. It's perfect. This is already done too. So yeah, I have a little to-do list for my overlay. Okay, so yeah, did you program the game? Yeah. I did. Yeah, it's really simple. It's not the best Arkanoid version, but I think it's pretty playable, at least. So okay, what were we checking here? So I have this load game data, and here, yeah, I'm creating a new Voyager data whenever the game starts, and then I'm creating a new universe. So this shouldn't happen whenever the game starts, but basically this is handy for now, because whenever we are in any of the scenes, a new universe is going to be created and we can just whatever. So, and we are creating it with a random seed, so that's perfect. Now from here, from definition universe, I think I should create a new constellation. And well, I should always have a new constellation, like a constellation, because the player is always going to be inside a constellation. So whenever I create a new star field, here I'm going to create a new a constellation. Okay, so yeah, here I'm going to say void. Okay, let me think about this. Okay. Because here, definition constellation is creating a constellation there. But this should be done by by something else. So it should be like either the starfield or the universe. I think starfield is kind of like a middle place between the universe and the constellation, like in like a middle place of abstraction, I would say. So I'm thinking that maybe it's the same, because I can always say, okay, universe.starfield.create constellation, but I guess I'm going to do it here in the universe. So here I'm going to say create new constellation, and this is going to return a constellations.property. So and actually I should do the same thing for everything. So for new stars or new planets or wherever, they should all like always use the universe methods. So yeah, here I'm going to use the universe seed, the constellation seed, okay? And it's not going to be that, it's going to be new constellation seed, okay? And then the generation context is going to be that. So here, I think I can have a generation context. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do this. Okay. And here, yeah, that's perfect. Perfect. So now I can say constellation.properties, new constellation, and then I return the new constellation. Okay. So that's perfect, actually. Now every time I want to create a constellation, I only do it from here, and that's it. Then I'm going to do the same thing for stars. So here, define observable constellation would be observable constellation equals saved universe, and here's where I need a reference to the saved universe. So this would be public universe properties saved universe. Saved universe. It's going to be how am I getting the wait, I'm doing that somewhere. Oh yeah, so here I have to do this. Okay, great. So I have to do that. Okay, that's perfect. So now saved universe, and here I can say saved universe dot create new constellation. Perfect. Okay, I think that's much cleaner. And then whenever I create a new star, here for example, I shouldn't be doing all of this. Instead, what I should be doing is here, public star.properties, create new star, and here I would need constellation owner constellation UID. Okay, and this is going to do like the pretty much the same thing. Oh yeah, and also, you know what, I should also add yeah, so I should add the constellation to the star field too. So public void add constellation, and here I would say constellation properties new constellation. Here I would say constellation properties that add, and here I need to say new constellation that UID and then new constellation. Okay, that's actually perfect. And here star field that add constellation, new constellation. That's it. Amazing. Now from here, what I was doing was this. So when I create stars, instead of say create star, I should say define stars. Okay. Well, actually, it should be called generate. Instead of define, I should say generate, because that's what I'm doing. I'm generating. So but yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. So yeah, here new star seed generation context, And then I'm creating the properties. I'm setting the properties in constellation. And then I'm adding that to the list. And then I'm also adding it to the dictionary. So here, what I should do is move all of this here. Okay, that's perfect. Okay. And here I should say return star properties. Okay. Great. Great. So this is good because it's good to have just one method and one place where things are created. So, for example, I was creating stars in multiple places before, and that's not great because I didn't have like control over where I was creating and blah blah blah. So what the hell? Oh yeah, it's UAD, not UINT. Okay. So it's really good because here I have full control. I can say, okay, good, check the reference, and oh yeah, I'm creating a new constellation here, and that's it. So it's much cleaner and better maintainable. So here, create new star. That's pretty good. So when we create a new star, we need to, of course, give it the UID of the constellation that owns that star. So that's why I said that, which is owner constellation UID. That's amazing. And that's why I'm creating the generation context, so that the star will have this context, which is the current universe, and the owner constellation UID. That's what the star needs to know. Okay, that's it. So that's going to be new star. Perfect. New star seed. Okay, that's pretty good. So so I'm going to say star.properties equals saved universe dot create new star. In here I just need to say UID because I'm creating those stars from this constellation, so it's amazing. Now this is going to be new star. Okay, amazing. This is really good. So now I can go here and say, okay, where am I creating stars? Okay, I'm creating stars here in the constellation. Amazing. Okay. So that's pretty good. Now, what else do I need? What else do I need? I think that's pretty much it. So the next thing would be the planets, but for that, definition star. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of errors still. But yeah. So constellation properties, yeah, you can see that I can access the current, like the owner constellation. So you know what, I actually should change the name of this variable. Instead of constellation properties, I should say owner constellation. Okay. Yeah, that's much like understandable, I think. Then here, what am I creating? New seed equals new. Okay, what's happening here? New seed, basic star properties, new seed, new context. Okay, and why does constellation don't need? Oh yeah, this is using the seed. This shouldn't be using the seed. Or should it be using the seed? For the basic star proper, like for the basic things. I think that's actually not terrible. Well, you know what? Let me check something. So seed. Okay. Yeah, you know what? This is this is dumb. This doesn't make any sense. I shouldn't be using is this right? Like for example, because I think I need this new context, like the basic star properties need the context, because yeah, it doesn't need any context at all. And I'm actually thinking, does it need to be a properties class? Like the constellation, yeah, this is also a properties class. Like the only reason why I would need this to be inheriting from properties is so that it's only because this needs to have a reference to the generation context, and also because it needs a seed to generate stuff. So yeah, actually I think it needs to generate stuff, so that's fine. But here it doesn't need this. I can just say seed and generation context, and that's it. So so yeah, the same way I'm doing it here, basically, because this class is going to use the star seed, so it's going to generate everything with the seed that's unique from this star. So that's perfect. That's good. Okay. Now why am I doing base.seed here? That's dumb. Okay. Okay, great. So instead of doing this, I can say void define space vacuum. I'm going to do that, and the same for this, define sol. So what's the space vacuum and what's sol? Basically, the space vacuum is just the background, okay? How the space looks. So like how space looks in that star. So I have, it's like a texture that's going to have some shaders and some things, some nebulas, some stuff that I'm going to define procedurally depending on the star. So that's the space vacuum. And then the sol, I call sol, which sol is basically sun in Spanish. Not sun like for your children, but like sun, like the sun in the sky. So sol is sun in Spanish, and I'm calling it like that to define the properties of how the star looks too. So the star is going to have a texture, it's going to have a color, it's going to have a shader and stuff, that whenever you see that star in the background, in space or whatever, it's going to have some generated things. So it's going to look different than the other stars. Okay, so that's basically what I'm defining there. Okay. Okay, great. So Okay. So I really like it. Now it's much cleaner. I have methods for that, and then I can do whatever logic I need there. Then what? Oh man, why am I doing that all the time? So planetary system properties. What's this? Planetary system properties. So basic star properties are perfect. Then I have properties in constellation, which is something that's relevant to the constellation itself, so that I can set it like an index and a position in the constellation shape, so that I can draw the constellation from code. Then planetary system properties. Okay, so this is one of the places where a lot of things are broken. And what's this? So planetary system properties. This is basically for all of the things that have to do with the planets that are inside the star. Okay, so I have the reference, like I have a list of the planets. I have a reference to the current planet where you're on. Okay, I have a reference to the planet's count. Okay. Then, for example, this planet star seed, that's not used anymore. So I can just remove it here. That's going to fix it. That's perfect. Now I can remove this too. That's amazing. What else? So define planets. That's all I need to do here. And so what's happening here? So I'm basically creating, first of all, a list of orbits. Okay. And yeah, I'm basically creating a list that contains the number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And then I'm shuffling this. So what the hell is this? Oh, seed.seed? Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, whenever I actually create the star, whenever I enter that star, it's going to finish creating the planets and stuff. Like before we enter any of the stars, all of those stars that we didn't enter yet are going to only have some basic information first, which is going to be how many planets it has, which color the star has, which constellation it belongs to, and some really basic information. But then whenever we enter, then this is going to be creating an instance of this, which is going to create a list of the planets with all of their planets' properties, and then, you know, all of the things. So here what's happening is I need to create the planets and assign an orbit to all of those planets. So wherever I have, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3, or 4 planets in that star, I need to have the same amount of orbits. And then the orbits, I need to create the orbits here, because the orbit that the planets are in is going to determine something for the planet. So for example, if a planet is in the closer orbit, in the closest orbit from the star, that planet cannot be a big planet. It only can be a small or medium-sized planet. Okay, that's what I decided. But like that's basically one of the things that are going to be defined by the orbit of the planet. So it's not only that, but for example, in the future we could say, okay, so the planets that are really close to the star or really far away from the star are going to be planets that don't have life, because like just like in real life, you can imagine, for example, Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, and that planet is basically like all dry and everything. It's really hot, that planet. Okay, so well, Venus is hotter than Mercury, but you know what I mean. It's like there can be life there, because it will be burned and whatever. The temperature is not suitable for life there. And the same thing happens for planets that are really, really far away from the star. They are really cold, okay? So I can use that same concept from real life to say, okay, so if a planet here is really close to the star, it's going to be a volcanic planet, and it's going to be like, it's going to have a lot of volcano and lava and fire, and maybe it could have some creatures that are from that type of I don't know, material, or I don't know, so maybe fire creatures, or you know, that kind of thing. So that's what happens with the orbits. Hey Lou. Hey, how are you doing? So yeah, you cannot see me wave this time, but yeah, we don't have a camera sadly, but yeah. Oh, it's really good. It's really good that I can see my, like, the subscriber badge in the Twitch chat. That's really good. That's really, really cool. So yeah, let me show you here. So you can see, like, here you can see I have the subscriber badge. Although I'm not subscribed to myself, but that's what Twitch does with the subscription. So yeah, but it's really cool. So after 3 months it's going to change the color, and then after 6 months it's going to change the color again, and after 9 months it's going to change again, and then 1 year is going to be the final color. So yeah, stay tuned. Okay, I'm getting distracted with my own stupidity here. So, okay, back to this. So, now whenever I create a new planet, I need to do. Okay, so yeah, there's, like, as you can see here, there's a list of orbits. So whenever I create a new planet, I need to tell to the planet, okay, you're going to be in this orbit. So that's important. So I'm just going to do this. Now, wait a second, wait a moment. Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so what I need to do here is just move this here. So now okay, perfect. So here I need to say UID owner constellation UID, and I'm already thinking that maybe instead of doing this, I think I should pass the generation context, and that's directly instead of this. So yeah, I think that's going to be better actually. So yeah, create new star. Okay, perfect. Then here I'm going to do the same thing actually. So yeah, to do this and to remove this, I'm going to do this, and here, well, I also need orbit. So planet orbit, I can remove this. Okay, orbit, and get new planet size. So what's that? Get new planet size. Okay, so this is basically just a really okay. Okay, so I need to tell the planet which size is going to have, but also which orbit. So maybe I need to to say int size and orbit. So I'm going to say size here and orbit here, and I can remove this. Okay, I can move this here again, and I can just say planet properties new planet equals saved current. Nope. So yeah, here I need to have star properties saved universe. Oh my god. Okay, so here in star properties, owner's constellation. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's good. So here I need to say star properties that owner constellation dot saved universe dot create new planet, and then here I'm going to say, yeah, so here is where I should create the generation context, and also say planet size, and then orbits I. Okay. But here I need the generation context. And what else do I have in the... Okay. So this... Oh yeah, I need the planet orbit. Going to be that. Planet orbit. That's perfect. Then here I can say new planet. But now I need the generation context, and the same thing happens here. You can see here I also need, instead of passing the UID, I need a new generation context. And for that I just need to say generation context, new context, and I'm going to say universe. Oh yeah, I need to say new, and then I have to say universe equals generation context UID, universe UID. Then I need to say constellation is UID. And that's it. For every star that I create, I'm going to pass the same generation context, and I have to do the same thing for the planet. So okay. So here, generation context, new context equals new. Then here, universe UID equals generation universe UID, constellation UID equals generation blah blah blah. And then star UID equals UID. That's what I need. So planets need to have the context or of the star that owns them. Okay, so that's the idea. Okay, perfect. So so that's great. This is a really long line, but whatever, doesn't matter. So now here I can say seed new planet seed equals new seed. I can just say new instead of new seed every time. I can just say new. That's going to be much cleaner. And here I can just say I can just copy this, but change something so that it doesn't use the star seed. It has to use the planet seed. Okay, that's amazing. So new planet seed, okay, and then here new planet, and then return new planet. Perfect. It doesn't work. Oh yeah, it doesn't work because I didn't fix the planet class yet. I have to fix that, so that's what I'm going to do shortly. But right now I need this, and I need to say Lemur there. Okay, great. So what's left to fix here? So define planets, generation context, blah 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 blah. Basic star properties, define vacuum. So yeah, I should also, for example, do the same thing here. Void define frontier. And yeah, here, and then define star name. Okay. Perfect. Then here, define color. Define star color. Okay. Amazing. Now here, I just need to say define frontier, define star name, and then define star color. Okay, perfect. So what else is broken here? So yeah, I don't need this anymore. Vacuum color, properties, start properties. The basic star properties, the star color. Okay, that's great. And then here, okay, so yeah, I need to say, oh, don't I need a next float in the seed class? I don't, seems like. Okay, so I think I should do that. Let's do this, and I'm going to do next float. Next float. Oh, it's asking for whatever. I was going to do like this. Next float. Then here, float, float, next float. Okay, that's going to work. This still broken, but here, next float. What's wrong with this? Double to float. Oh yeah, I'm so dumb. Here I need to make it a float, the return value. Okay, okay. So I'm going to separate things. Okay, perfect. Now it's fixed. We see some hard-coded values there. Yeah, this is I'm going to be changing this in the future. It's not a big deal. So yeah. Now what's this? Star properties. I don't need that. I also don't need this. And what else? What's this? No, it's not going to be used. Star seed, whatever. Sol color is going to be base blah 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 dot that. Okay, perfect. What else is broken here? So yeah, the constructors. Okay, the star class is fixed. Perfect. Now planet. Definition planet. We need to fix that now. Okay, let's close that. And this, okay, Control F2, seed. And this also Control F2, seed. Okay, great. Okay, so what's happening here? Yeah, what the hell is this? I don't need this. Great. Okay, so sky properties. What's this? Size orbit. Yeah, dot lemur. Okay, great. And what else is broken here? So sky properties is also broken. I need to do seed. And here I also need to do seed. Okay, and there's a couple other things. Get random, lemur. Okay, and what else is broken? Here. Okay. So yeah, I have a bunch of methods for getting random stuff, and they all need lemur. And seed is not the lemur is the system that you can say, okay, give me a random number, such as like exactly the same way that unity.random works. Well, lemur is a class, an algorithm that I use for generating random numbers, and it's really good. So yeah. But the seed class is something that contains a lemur, but also has a reference to its own seed and whatever. And I also like calling it seed because it's like, I don't know, easier. So yeah, sky is fixed. Now I need to do the same thing with this, seed, and then here, seed. Perfect. Now it's fixed, and planet is fixed, and universe is fixed too. So let's go to Unity and see the console errors. Okay, we have quite a number of errors. So let's do this and go to utilities. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, this. Okay, this doesn't work. So okay, so let me just check something, because I have the universe seed, which is just going to be used for generating all of this. And I think I should have like a game seed or something like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Just so that I can get random numbers. Well, you know what? Current universe dot seed. Okay. Okay, great. So whenever I use a random here, I'm going to use the universe. Yeah, but that's not right, because I might need some other... Huh. Where am I using this, by the way? Random angle. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to create a new... I'm just going to create a new seed called general seed. And then here I'm going to say general seed equals new. And the seed is going to be date, time, today. Oh yeah, I need to do the crazy thing I did here. Yeah, this. So I need to create a function here for that. So just going to create public static uint get today, get seed from today's date time. Okay, why can't I use date time? Okay, this is a bit yucky. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That's better. Great, so now date time. What do I need? Using system. Oh yeah. Okay, so it seems like I do need to do that. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to do this. Oh no. I cannot use that. Okay. Now here I can say utilities helpers.get blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, and now yeah, I'm going to do the same thing for this. Okay, so I now have a general seed that's basically going to be used for anything that's okay, where was I trying to use that? Oh yeah, in utilities. In the random method. So here, instead of using that, I would need to do general seed. Okay. Great. Okay. And you know what? I'm also not going to do that because I'm going to remove this entirely, and I'm going to say game engine dot general seed, and that's gonna be it. Okay, great. So where else is stuff broken? In terrain. Okay. So this start properties dot seed. So is this okay, give me a moment. Yeah, actually I think I should go now. So we're going to leave it here. I'm going to keep fixing this in the next stream, okay? And I hope I get to fix also my camera and the viewer count and everything that went wrong in this stream. It's really annoying, but yeah, that's how it went. I will write you to Discord. Okay, okay, great. Yeah, hit me there, hit me up, hit me there. Okay, whatever. So yeah, send me a message through Discord, and yeah, that's going to be the stream for today. Okay. I'm going to try to fix whenever I have time. I don't know if it's going to be today or tomorrow or Friday before the stream. Gonna try to fix the overlay issues, and then we're going to in the next stream I'm going to start fixing whatever is left to fix, which it looks like it's a lot of things here, but it shouldn't be that much, so should be quick. The really like the biggest part was all of this universe and constellation and star and planet generation. All of that was the hardest part, so yeah. So that's gonna be the stream for today. Okay, thank you very much everyone for watching. Join the Discord, okay? If you want to be notified when I go live, join the Discord. And also if you want to share stuff with the community or with me, anything, or you want feedback on something, definitely join the Discord and send your stuff there. And yeah, also follow me on Twitch, subscribe to YouTube, and if you really want to support the project, I would suggest going into the Twitch channel and subscribing. That's, I think, one of the best ways to support the project and support me. So yeah, that would be great. And other than that, that's going to be the stream for today. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say, okay? It's really weird not seeing me in the camera there, so yes. I hope I can fix that. Okay, see you next stream. Bye bye.